The Earth is actually hollow. Hidden deep in the heart of the Earth are unknown high-level names. Since the dawn of mankind, center of the Earth, the concept of the world, has existed throughout human history. If we return to history, you will find all religions. There are records of the underground world, hell in the Western world, netherworld in Eastern culture, is a depiction of the inner world, the secret education of Tibet and the Buddha's belief in the heart of our planet, the legendary Agolta, and its capital Shambhala. There are more advanced and intelligent civilizations live there, one half-world mysterious civilization. Today, I will reveal them to you one by one. The whole hollow Earth theory holds that the Earth is a hollow planet. In ancient times, there were portals to the underworld, scattered around the world. The North and South Poles are the two main entrances. It's been said since ancient times. Scientist Edmund Halley in history. The theory of multiple layers of the Earth has also been proposed, and famous scientists, member of the St. Petersburg Academy of Sciences, the mathematician Euler had a similar theory. Euler thought our planet was hollow. There is another sun shining inside a habitable continent. He pointed out that there is a hollow shell far from the core, and this shell is exported at the North and South Poles. In his opinion, the hollow structure of the Earth, it is more effective than a single solid structure. Planet provides good stability. Famous astronomer Halley. Also in 1692, the idea of a hollow Earth was proposed. This is the Halley who discovered the Halley coma, the person from the star. He thinks the Earth is made up of a crust about 800 kilometers later. The shells of the two copper cores are separated by the atmosphere and have their own magnetic sets. The diameter of the galaxy and Venus, Mars and Mercury are similar. Moreover, these spheres rotate at different speeds. Holly also, it is believed that the leakage of the internal atmosphere is the northern lights. One of the reasons. In 1818, American engineer James, he appealed to the US Congress to fund an expedition in search of a passage into the interior of the Earth. April 15, 1818, MP, university presidents, and several famous scholars all received his email messages. I declare that the Earth is hollow, livable inside, contains multiple nested together, solid concentric sphere. These spheres are in the North and South Poles have openings of 12 or 16 degrees each. I beg to gather 100 brave companions, well equipped, from Siberia in the right season, with reindeer and necessary supplies, walk on a frozen ocean. I promise, we will find a warm and rich land, where no one lives. There will be an abundance of vegetables and animals. I swear on my life that it is absolutely true. I'm ready to explore this inner world. I hope everyone can support and assist. Help me with this project. However, in the end, they neither funded the Thames. I didn't believe his theory, but he gained a huge following. In the 20th century, as humans explore geography and the continuous deepening of geological knowledge, some people are still trying to explore the mystery of the hollow Earth. For example, some members of the Nazi leadership and lovers of ancient mythology and the occult have shown a keen interest in these theories. Into the early 20th century, William Reid and scientists like Marshall Gardner also believed they can prove the existence of the inner world of the Earth, a curious phenomenon discovered by Arctic explorers. As they approached the North Pole, the air and water temperatures have actually become warmer. Based on such observations, they speculate that mammoths are not extinct, but still living inside the Earth. At the same time, Buddhists in Central Asia believe in the Earth there is a beautiful world inside. It was called Agartha. This mysterious place is said to be living more than humans. Wisdom is a more beautiful life form. Their king could even read the human mind. For thousands of years, Tibetan scholars not only spread knowledge about this peaceful inner world, also claims to be in touch with the king of Agartha. He is considered the supreme ruler of the entire Earth. The Dalai Lama is his representative in the world. They also mentioned the underground tunnel that connects Tibet to the inner world. Similar tunnels are said to be in Egypt and under the Great Pyramid in South America. In addition, there are rumors that the entrance to the underworld, it's in the Amazon basin, may be connected to the lost city of El Dorado and other ancient civilizations. It is said that the capital of the inner world is called Shambhala. Shambhala means happiness in the language of rice, holy land of peace. According to Buddhism, there are multiple gateways to Agolta on earth, but you can only enter when you are accepted. Some people believe there are exactly 7 such entrances, corresponds to the 7 energy centers of the earth, the legendary ancient Lemurians and Atlanteans. Pyramids were built at these energy centers. They are distributed in the Amazon jungle, Mexican bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, the Taklamakan Desert in Central Asia, and within China. Agolta is believed to be from Atlantis and the Lemurians and other lost civilizations. 1920 South. Archaeologist Kai. He explored many caves in South America. It is rumored that some of these caves have access to the Earth's interior. There are even rumors that one was found in one of the caves, a spaceship belonging to the Atlanteans. These adventure stories sound fascinating, but if we follow logic and look at satellite imagery, perhaps many things will become clearer. But there's a problem. NASA photographed about the South. Photos and videos of the Arctic are rare and hard to find. Even with some images, they are usually either covered by ice, either blocked by anomalies or clouds. It was even considered a deliberate cover-up. November 23, 1968, American space probe ISS Orky, with no clouds in the Arctic, took a few pictures. These photos show there's a massive black hole in the polar regions. These photos have been authenticated many times. Their release reignites about Earth-style hollow, and there may be some kind of civilization inside. Let's look at some practical examples, such as Shundong Cave in central Vietnam. It has its own river and dense jungle within it. The scale, you can even. It houses a 40-story skyscraper. Its length is 6.5 kilometers, height up to 200 meters, 150 meters wide. In addition, Monmouth Cave in Kentucky, USA. It is the longest cave system in the world. The total length is 591 kilometers. The end of the cave has not yet been detected. So, who can prove that these naturally formed caves, it doesn't extend to the depths below? In the classical texts of India, Ramayana and Poggia Fango, the 2 most famous works, Ramayana tells of the great incarnation, Rama's story, and National Fango, the legend of Krishna. Described in Ramayana, Rama is a messenger from Agolta. He arrived in a flying machine. This aircraft is called the Vimana, means God's car or chariot. And here's the interesting thing, flying object has always been part of the story of the underground civilization. In Egypt, people believe that the Great Pyramid of Esa passes through. The secret tunnel connects to a underground city, where the pharaohs communed with the gods of the underworld. In 1895, the Nobel Prize was awarded. Recipient Hansen embarks on an Arctic expedition. However, when he reached a place that is not marked on the map, he was completely disoriented. Although he was using the most advanced positioning equipment, still lost my bearings. Hansen on this Arctic expedition, many strange phenomena occur in. One of the things that really impressed him was the temperature suddenly went from extremely cold to extremely hot. Let him not know where the depths are for a while. There are legends in Central Asia. In the Altai Mountains there is a place called Oga, the underground race of Earth. The Altai Mountains are home to the Chad tribe. Russian explorer Rorik mentioned in the book Shambhala. Chad tribe was a strong and peaceful tribe. This region flourished in the distant past. Rorik also mentioned, when the horses' hooves strike the ground of the Altai Mountains, the sound is hollow. It's like going through a huge underground cave. And some legends about the Altai say, beneath the mountains lies a mysterious kingdom. The people inside occasionally come to the ground, pure and brave people on the ground. There is also a chance to enter it. In 1946, a book named Magazine with Amazing Stories published articles on the mysterious underground inhabitants. American writer, journalist and scientist Richard Schaefer. In this article, it is claimed that he had contact with the inhabitants of the underground civilization and spent weeks in the underworld. He detailed the appearance of these underground residents, said they looked like demons from ancient legends. Although this article, it may be regarded by others as a fantasy of killing Buddha, but after the article was published, the magazine received many responses from readers. They all claimed to have had similar experiences. The concept of a hollow earth, it is often found in some literary works, got a description. It's popular. Legends of various underground mysterious worlds. Germany during the Hitler era. The concept of a hollow earth is taken seriously. They even try to find operation leading to the inner passage of the earth. In 1969, Dr. Bernard published a popular book, Hollow Earth. Then he disappeared into a cave in South America. According to his followers, Bernard didn't disappear into the cave, but into an underworld. In 1908, Emerson published a book called The Strange Books of the Smoking God. This book is presented as Norwegian sailor Jason and his father, the true story of a mysterious adventure. According to the description in the book, they were sailing north, fell into a cave around the North Pole, finally came to an unknown world. There is a highly developed civilization there. The people there communicate telepathically and move quickly in a disc-shaped aircraft. 2 years later, the Jansons passed through another hole, left this inner world, finally reaching Antarctica. In the process of leaving, Jason's father died at sea. Jason survived and somehow returned to Europe. Later Chinese and English. It tells the story of that magical inner world experience. Convicted of mental illness, sent to a mental hospital for 24 years. At the age of 90, he became good friends with the stranger. On his deathbed, Jason recounts in detail his adventures, and with real diaries and maps, they corroborated each other's experiences. He always maintained that the experience he had with his father was absolutely true. In the diary, Jens describes the inhabitants of that world. Lifespan can reach up to 800 years. Science and technology are very advanced. They send ideas to each other through some kind of radiation, possessing more powerful energy than humans, and the creator of the flying saucer. These flying saucers are 4 meters high. Flight is powered by electromagnetic energy in the atmosphere. In the 20th century, Hollow Earth theory. Once again, the famous conspiracy theorist. In Serrano's work. Serrano, this is amazing. He used to be a politician in Chile. He served in India, Bulgaria, ambassador of Austria. After World War II, he is at the United Nations Atomic Energy. The committee worked for a long time. In addition to that, Serrano also explained the theory of the hollow earth. He believed that inside the earth, there is a space suitable for human life. The sun is inside. Grass tree, rivers, people can pass through the Himalayas. The cave system of Polmos in Tibet reaches the south, and there are entrances at both poles. Serrano also mentioned there is one off the coast of Antarctica, an oasis with warm waters. He himself was on a military expedition to Chile. We met on an expedition to Antarctica. So here's another interesting fact. The US government has banned aircraft from flying over the 2-level area. All flights were directed to detour to 2 levels. Any pilot who has flown over these areas can confirm this. One more thing, icebergs floating at the poles is made of fresh water rather than salt water. Another thought-provoking question is, why the polar regions? 600 miles away. It's warmer than 1,000 miles away. 1943, Nazi Admiral Dönitz said something, attractive words. The German submarine fleet is on the other side of the world, created an impregnable fortress for the Führer, and deeply proud. And it turns out there was something else to it. It turns out that from 1938 to 1943, the Nazis built a secret base in Antarctica. There is a generation in the base, the secret submarine battalion of the Angry Convoy. As the war draws to a close, in Gill Harbor, these secret submarines were unloaded with torpedo weapons, a container loaded with various goods, and carrying a mysterious passenger. The passengers' faces were covered by medical masks. The crew of the submarine, they are all carefully selected lonely people. They made a vow of secrecy together. The commander of one of the submarines, this is 25-year-old Bernard. He was driving on the night of April 13, 1945. Submarine U-530 leaves the port of China, arriving at the coast of Antarctica. The crew found one there, proper freezing, and carefully removed. Containers containing Nazi relics. This included Hitler's documents and personal belongings. July 10, 1945, 15,530 surrender at Puerto de Plata in Argentina. In 2007, the European UFO scientist and virtual archaeologist Valentine, a new sensational discovery has been made in Antarctica. Antarctica is his favorite research location. With the help of satellite photos, he declared that can find the entrance to the legendary underworld. Hitler and his entourage probably fled there after the fall of the Nazis. His point of view, it was expressed in the art of Azootl. The Nazis, the interest of leaders and scientists in Antarctica. It's no accident. Scholars who study the secret missions of the Third Reich believe that Antarctica is not just a no-man's land. It could also be the entrance to the underworld, according to global folklore. This assumption is not impossible. Some scientists have even suggested that the Earth is hollow and formed in it a state like ours, but again with a world where the elements of nature and the universe are not exactly the same. There is an older one inside, a wiser and more powerful civilization. Many people, including Hitler, have been searching for the entrance to this underground world. Legend has it that the last Nazi leaders finally found him in Antarctica. 2016, a sensational news spread on the internet. American psychoarchaeologist Skipper claims that the road to Antarctica has been spotted on satellite images. Entrance to the underworld. Unfortunately, Skipper's discovery has not been confirmed because it is deep in the South Pole. Mortals can't get in at all. Does civilization really exist? Those mysterious caves. Is it really leading to another world? What do you think of these legends? Follow my next video. The secrets of the center of the Earth are even more powerful.